Ever wondered how the climate might have played a role in our evolution as a species? Let's embark on a journey to explore this intriguing question. To begin, let's briefly touch on the concept of evolution. Evolution, in its simplest definition, is the process by which different kinds of living organisms are thought to have developed and diversified from earlier forms during the history of the Earth. This process is driven by natural selection, where traits that enhance survival and reproduction become more common in successive generations. Now, when we talk about human evolution, we often refer to a few mainstream theories. One of the most prominent among these is the out of Africa theory, which suggests that modern humans evolved in Africa and then dispersed around the globe. There's also the multi-regional evolution theory, proposing that modern humans evolved simultaneously in different parts of the world from earlier hominid species. But here's the rub. While these theories provide some answers, they also leave us with many unanswered questions. For instance, what drove the evolution of our unique traits, such as our large brains and our ability to create complex tools and societies? The answers to these questions remain elusive. This is where the role of climate comes into play. Some scientists propose that changing climates might have been a key driver of human evolution. The idea is that as the Earth's climate changed, fluctuating between periods of intense cold, heat, dryness, and wetness, it created challenging environments that our ancestors had to adapt to. This in turn could have driven the evolution of our unique traits. For instance, the need to survive in colder climates could have driven the development of tools and clothing, while fluctuating resources could have spurred the development of social cooperation. Indeed, this is a complex and fascinating subject filled with many unknowns. As we delve deeper into our past, we find that the answers are not always clear-cut. But one thing is certain: the climate has been a constant companion on our evolutionary journey, shaping us in ways we are only beginning to understand. So we are left with the tantalizing question: did climate changes really drive our evolution? To answer this question, we need to go back in time to the very beginning of our species. Imagine, if you will, a world vastly different from the one we inhabit today. A time when the first hominids, our earliest ancestors, began to walk the Earth. These early humans, known as Australopithecines, appeared around 5 million years ago during a period of substantial climate variation. The Earth was experiencing significant shifts in temperature and rainfall, creating a mosaic of environments that ranged from open grasslands to dense forests. The Australopithecines, originally adapted to a life in the trees, were now finding themselves in an increasingly open and unpredictable world. This required them to adapt, to change, and in doing so, they set the stage for the evolution of our species. Fast forward to about 2 million years ago. The Earth's climate was again in flux, with cooling temperatures leading to the spread of grasslands. Along with these changes, a new species emerged, Homo habilis. With a larger brain and a smaller jaw, Homo habilis showed the first signs of a significant shift in human evolution, one that many believe was influenced by these climate changes. Moving on to around 200,000 years ago, the world was in the grip of an ice age. Amidst this harsh and unforgiving climate, Homo sapiens, that's us, appeared. With our large brains, capable of complex thought and problem-solving, we were equipped to survive and thrive in these challenging conditions. Throughout these periods of evolution, from the Australopithecines to Homo sapiens, the Earth's climate was a constant factor, ever-changing, ever-challenging. It's not unreasonable to hypothesize that these changes played a significant role in shaping our evolution, driving us to adapt, to innovate, and ultimately to survive. It seems that each major step in our evolution coincided with significant climate changes. Is this just a coincidence? Let's delve deeper into the ways climate changes might have shaped our evolution. As we navigate the twists and turns of our evolutionary journey, one of the most significant detours may have been driven by climate changes. The ever-shifting weather patterns of our planet have played a pivotal role in shaping not just the world around us, but also us, humans. Let's consider diet, for instance. As the climate shifted from dense forest canopies to open savannas, early humans had to adapt their diet. With fewer trees, fruits became less abundant. This prompted our ancestors to become more opportunistic eaters, incorporating a wider variety of foods into their diets, including meat. This dietary change likely led to the development of tools, igniting a spark that would eventually become the roaring fire of human innovation. Migration patterns, too, were heavily influenced by climate change. As certain regions became inhospitable due to extreme weather conditions, early humans were forced to move in search of more favorable climates. These migrations led to our ancestors populating nearly every corner of the globe, from the frozen tundras of the Arctic to the scorching deserts of Africa. Physical adaptations were another crucial aspect of our evolutionary response to climate change. Take the Inuit people of the Arctic, who evolved to have shorter, stockier bodies to conserve heat in the frigid temperatures. Or consider the long, slender bodies of the Maasai people of East Africa, an adaptation that helps dissipate heat in their hot, arid homeland. These adaptations and countless others have helped us survive and thrive in a wide range of environments. They've shaped our bodies, our behaviors, and our societies in profound ways. Climate change has always been a part of our world, and our ability to adapt to it has been a key factor in our survival and success as a species. Surviving in a changing climate requires adaptation, and it appears our ancestors were quite good at it. But climate changes didn't just shape our physical evolution, they also had a profound impact on our cultural evolution. Indeed, the shifting climates throughout history have been a catalyst for the development of human culture. Let's start with the invention of tools. Why did our ancestors start using tools? One theory suggests that climate change played a significant role. As forests shrank due to changing climates, early humans had to adapt to survive. The creation of tools was a response to this new environment. They used stone tools to hunt and gather food in the open grasslands that replaced their once forested homes. But the influence of climate change on our cultural evolution didn't stop there. Let's consider the rise of agriculture. Why did humans transition from a nomadic lifestyle to settled farming communities? Again, climate change could hold the answer. Around 10,000 years ago, the Earth's climate began to warm up, marking the end of the last ice age. This warming trend created more predictable weather patterns, making it possible for humans to settle in one place and grow crops. This agricultural revolution, in turn, gave birth to complex societies. With stable food supplies, human populations grew, and settlements expanded into the first cities. The need to manage these growing communities led to the development of social hierarchies, laws, and even the first forms of writing. All these cultural changes, you could argue, were responses to the changing climate. But it's not just about the past. The effects of climate change on cultural evolution continue today. As we face new climate challenges, we're innovating and adapting our cultures in response. From the rise of renewable energy to the increasing importance of sustainability in our daily lives, we're continually reshaping our culture to survive and thrive in a changing world. In the grand tapestry of human history, climate change is a persistent thread, weaving its way through every cultural shift, every societal advance. Climate change has been and continues to be a driving force behind our cultural evolution. Our culture, it seems, is as much a product of climate changes as our physical traits. It's time to step back and look at the big picture. What does all this tell us about the relationship between climate changes and human evolution? In our journey thus far, we've seen how the shifting sands of climate have played a pivotal role in the story of our evolution. The early beginnings saw our ancestors thrive in the face of adversity, their survival and success dependent on their response to the changing world around them. These climatic shifts acted as catalysts, driving key physical and behavioral adaptations from bipedalism to the development of tools and culture. But it's not a simple linear tale of cause and effect. The relationship between climate and human evolution is complex and multifaceted. It's a dance, a tango if you will, with each partner influencing and responding to the other in a multitude of ways. Climate changes might have created the conditions for our evolution, but it was our ancestors' ability to adapt and innovate that truly shaped our destiny. There's still much debate within the scientific community about the details of this relationship. How exactly did climate changes drive our evolution? What were the key turning points? These questions remain at the forefront of ongoing research. Yet, despite the uncertainties, the broad strokes paint a compelling picture of a species shaped by its environment, yet also capable of shaping that environment in return. The implications of this relationship are profound. It underscores the resilience and resourcefulness inherent in our species. It reminds us that we are a product of our past, shaped by the challenges we've faced and the solutions we've found. Understanding this relationship also provides a lens through which we can view our future. It serves as a stark reminder of the power of climate to shape life on Earth and of our responsibility as stewards of this planet. It's a call to action, a plea to respect and preserve the world that has made us who we are. In the end, it seems clear that the climate changes have played a major role in our evolution, but we are still unraveling the details of this fascinating story.